Greyhound View this week, we review the semi-finals of the Newbridge Oaks, Egan Hospitality 525 plus some Munster Puppy Cup. We head to County Kerry for a visit with trainer Mossy O'Connor. But first it's racing from Harold's Cross. The 2003 Tote Gold Collar came to its conclusion last Friday night at Harold's Cross. A very competitive event throughout, with top calf dogs vying for the €15,000 winner's prize and Tote Gold Collar trophy.
And running from one is Awesome Impact, owned by Geraldine Fitzpatrick, trained by Reggie Roberts, a son of Jamela Prince and Abel Ivy. This dog, not too good away, but he's a flying finisher. Just watch him go from about the third bend home. And in two is First Charter, owned and trained by Reggie Roberts, who also trains number one Awesome Impact. First Charter, a son of Jamela Prince and Newbridge Girl, a flying starter, Derby finalist. He's the favourite for this one. He's going to take some beating. Running from three is KILAHARA Dream, owned by the K&K Syndicate, trained by Michael O'Donovan, a son of Smooth Rumble and Black Ice Girl. He's won 9 of his 24 races. One of those was the Tipperary Cup final at Thurles. Number 4 is Fairygate, owned by Matty Lannan, a daughter of Jamela Prince and Newbridge Girl, a little sister to number 2 First Charter, bred by Reggie Roberts. Fairygate, flying starter, in big form at the moment, really running very well. Running from 5 is Willpower, owned by Joe and Andrew Graham, the son of Top Honcho and Madam Allright. He's won 9 of his 17 races. Very good strike rate, a powerfully built greyhound. Tips the scales at 81 pounds, this fellow. And in 6 we have Valentia's CITRATE, owned by Maurice Jackson, trained by, and Tom Smith, trained by Francis O'Donnell, the son of Larkill Joe and Olive CITRATE. He's a half-brother, of course, to the Late Late Show. He's a star in his own right. Won the Southern Champion Stakes at Youghal, also won the Waterford Crystal at Waterford. The final of the Tote Gold Collar. And they're away, and it's number 4, Fast Out Fairygate. Number 2, First Charter leading up to with 3, KILAHARA Dream. It's 2 on the inside, First Charter, 3, KILAHARA Dream. Into the bend together, but First Charter shows in front on the corner and goes on into the back straight. It's number 2, First Charter by a few lengths. 1 Awesome Impact, his kennel companion, putting in a big run, challenging at the third bend. 2 and 1 though to clash at the bend. Number 1 now leads, that's Awesome Impact from 2 First Charter. Fairygate on the inside coming through. And it's number 1 coming to the line to win this. That's Awesome Impact wins it from number 2 First Charter in second. 4 Fairygate is third. The time is 29.94. Reggie Roberts strikes. The result of the Tote Gold Collar. The winner, number 1, Awesome Impact, owned by Geraldine Fitzpatrick, trained by Reggie Roberts. Second, number 2, First Charter, owned and trained by Reggie Roberts. And third, number 4, Fairygate, owned by Matt Lannan and bred by Reggie Roberts. The time, 29.94.
Well, we've just witnessed a thrilling final to the Tote Gold Collar. 2 delighted people here with me, Geraldine Fitzpatrick, the owner, and of course Reggie Roberts, who had the first and second home. Quite an achievement. But Geraldine, first yourself, you come from a rich greyhound background. It must be a bit of a special night for you, of course,
Absolutely.
Winning a beautiful trophy.
Yeah, it's absolutely great. It's a great thrill. I honestly didn't expect him to win. I was hoping he'd be second. And I knew when I saw him going into the second bend, or coming out of the second bend, I said, he's going to catch him here now, because he's never in that position in a race. And just powered on.
Of course, you've won big ones before. You had the Oaks a number of years ago with Cherry Express.
No, that was 40 years ago, well before I was born. and I heard about it. Yes, that's right, Cherry Express. And incidentally, she was a fawn bitch too, and won it out of trap 1.
I'm still trying to figure out how Awesome Impact to go up to the bend so quick. I thought he's usually tailed off, but tonight he came up really well, and I thought down the third bend there was curtains for both of them.
There was certainly heart in the mouth stuff at that point. But once Awesome Impact got through, that was it.
Yeah, they ran into each other down there. Yeah.
And then Fairygate running on for third.
Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. I'm delighted for Matty that he came third.
The semi-finals of the Newbridge Oaks took place at the County Kildare Stadium last Friday night. We join in Fortune now for the lineup of the first heat.
In 1 Forest Bird, Nikki Turner trains this one for Paddy Keown in the Scorthy, a daughter of Mustang Yank, and she's okay, 4 wins from 11 starts. In 2 DERWENT JOSIE, one of the outsiders, trained by Mary Buggy for Barbara Woodworth in England, this a daughter of Stapler's Joe and Desi's Pride. In 3 DAVRAN Chief, Mara Gilbert trains this one for the Granville Syndicate in Dublin, a daughter of Cunnock Chief and Clare Contender, this a 5-1 chance. In 4 Miss LED, Marcella Campbell trains this one for Tanya Campbell in Laois, a daughter of Mustang Jack and Home Sweet Home, 6 wins from 18, she's 10-1. In 5 The Flying Finisher, Munster Oaks winner, the other Domino, owned and trained by Francis O'Donnell in Killanall, a daughter of Larkill Joe and the other Joe. And in 6, Spellbound, trained by Ollie Bray for Michael Carney and Larry O'Rourke. This is the 4-7 favourite. She's a daughter of Honcho Classic and sent her last. She broke the track record last time out. The runners now in traps for the opening semi-final. The here well on the way, up behind traps, away they go. First to show number 3, DAVRAN Chief. Number 6 though, Spellbound, quickly on the case, around the opening corner, and Spellbound takes over from number 3, DAVRAN Chief. Back in third on the inside, number 1, Forest Bird, but down the far side, Spellbound, the track record holder, leads by a couple of lengths to number 3, DAVRAN Chief. In third, number 1, that's Forest Bird, but it's still number 6, Spellbound. Number 3, DAVRAN Chief in second. Here comes number 5, the other Domino, with her power pack finish, but it's number 6, Spellbound, is going to lead into the home straight. She stays strongly, she shouldn't be caught. DAVRAN Chief coming back at her, but Spellbound wins it. Second, number 3, DAVRAN Chief. The winning time, 28.50. Well, Spellbound put perfect for the second week running, winning in 28.50. Second, number 3, DAVRAN Chief, and third, number 5, the other Domino. Indeed, Spellbound an easy winner in the opening semi-final at 4-7. In the second semi-final, we have another 4-7 chance in the shape of Trap 5, Legal Moment. So let's take a look at the runners. In Trap 1, TYRUR MARITA, trained by Paul Hennessy for PJ Fahey and Glenamaddy, a daughter of Larkle, Joe and Pinhead. She's 3-1, though she's ideally drawn. In 2, CURRYHILLS BUNY, trained by Mary Delmer for Martin and Colin Gleeson in Kildare. This a daughter of Top Honcho and Lemon Python. She's one of the outsiders. In 3, KESTREL Lass, owned and trained by Frank O'Brien. This a daughter of Spar Nikita and Duffy's KESTREL. She's a tough draw, but she's a strong running lady. In 4, LUGHILL Angel, trained by Owen McKenna for Mark Parsons. This a daughter of Rio Ricardo and Pam's Angel, another one of the outsiders. In 5, the hot favourite, Legal Moment, owned and trained by Anne Buckley and Westmeath. This brilliant daughter of Judicial Pride and Legal Jan is 4-7. And 6, Mild Flavour. PJ Phelan owns and trains this one. This a daughter of Staples Joe and Mild Storm. She's also available at a fancy price. The here now on the way for the second semi-final here of the Newbridge Oaks, up behind traps. And away they go. Number 3 off to a flyer, KESTREL Lass. The favourite slowly away, Legal Moment. She's back in third, but into the corner. Number 4 now, LUGHILL Angel takes over from number 5, Legal Moment. Back in third, we have Trap 1, TYRUR MARITA. Into the third bend, it's number 4, LUGHILL Angel. But here comes number 5, Legal Moment. She's the favourite. Back in third, number 1, TYRUR MARITA. Number 5, Legal Moment leads at the third bend. Number 4 in second, LUGHILL Angel. Oh, pile up there. Number 1 now takes over, TYRUR MARITA. Number 5, Legal Moment in second. Back in third, number 6, Mild Flavour. But up the home straight, number 1, TYRUR MARITA wins it. It's going to be close enough for second. That's Mild Flavour gets there. Third was number 5, Legal Moment. The winning time, 28.82. Well, luck was on TYRUR MARITA's side as she came home the winner at 3-1. 28.82 the winning time. Second, number 6, Mild Flavour. Third, number 5, Legal Moment. JP Moran made the trap draw for the final, and it has resulted as follows. In Trap 1, Legal Moment. Trap 2 is DAVRAN Chief. In 3, TYRUR MARITA. 4, Spellbound. In 5, Mild Flavour. And Trap 6, the other Domino. It looks a wide open final with some cracking bitches, though Legal Moment and Spellbound are sure to dominate in the market.
On Saturday night, Shelbourne Park held the semi-finals of the Egan Hospitality 525 with a total prize fund of €20,000, a competition attracting a lot of attention. We join in now for the lineup.
The runners now going on parade for the opening semi-final of the Egan Hospitality 525. 110 Honchos. Tony Fahey Jr. in Portumna trains this one for the TG Syndicate. He's the son of Frisbee Flashing and My Satine. He's 13 wins from 67 starts. He'll swing wide at the second corner. Next we have Trap 2, Pie in the Sky. Mary Gilbert trains this one for Larry Shankland in Dublin, the son of Spar Nikita and Olga Dunapie. He's 4 wins from 13. He starts, he stays. He could represent value. In Trap 3, the well-built Joe's Duke, owned and trained by GF Gorman in the north. A son of Staples Joe and Lemon Mustang, does his best work in the early stages, perhaps needs a bit of luck. 4 is Air Force James, this son of Top Honcho and Manola Puma, trained by Paul Hennessy and Keith Doherty. Few will be finishing faster than him. He'll be powering down the far side also. Next we have Spinner's Choice. Johnny Donoghue trains him for Fran Kerry and Tom Dempsey. He's a son of Jamela Prince and Shining Mist, the worthy favourite. He flies to the corner and very well behind Smoking Van last week. And 6 is Young Garsoon, owned and trained by Joe Graham and Carlo, son of Liffey Mills and Madam Allride. He seems to be recapturing the form he had from last year. He's a very decent type. He could make the frame.
The opening semi-final of the Egan Hospitality 525. The hare coming around the final turn, up behind boxes, away they go. Spinner's Choice off well. Number 1 though, 10 Honchos, leads into the corner. Look, number 5 now, Spinner's Choice, showing in front. 10 Honchos in second. Back in third spot, we have trap number 6, Young Garsoon. Around the second corners, number 5, Spinner's Choice that leads. Number 1, 10 Honchos in chase. Then comes number 6, Young Garsoon. But into the third bend, and number 5, Spinner's Choice, sending a strong gallop. Number 6 now, Young Garsoon, challenging number 1, 10 Honchos. Further back, Air Force James is mounting his challenge, but number 5, Spinner's Choice, leads into the home straight. He'll hard to be caught. Number 1, 10 Honchos. Here comes number 4, Air Force James, but number 5, Spinner's Choice wins it. Second, number 4, Air Force James, and third, number 1, 10 Honchos, 28.84, the winning time. Well, favoured backers left smiling after the opening semi-final. Spinner's Choice winning from trap 5. Second, number 4, Air Force James. Third, number 1, 10 Honchos, 28.84, the winning time.
Sure, he's nice bit of early. He's starting to get his trapping a bit together now, and he's had a serious injury problem, and we're just hoping to get the races one after the other, which is starting to tell now. So we're delighted to be in the final.
On to the second semi-final of the Egan Hospitality 525. One NEWLAWN Classic. Mary Gilbert trains this one for the BG Syndicate. Son of Honcho Classic and Lively Picture. One of 2 runners for Mary. He's well drawn on the rails. In trap 2, Smoking Ban. This is the second of the Mary Gilbert runners. He's owned by the Take a Ride Syndicate. Of course, Vinnie Jones, a member of that syndicate. The son of Honcho Classic and Stay Sharp. Became the second fastest greyhound ever raced at Shelbourne Park last week with 28.36. He is brilliant pace. In 3, Jamie's Magic. Johnny Donoghue trains this one for Michael Donoghue and Pat Herney in Wexford. A son of Judicial Pride and Oriel Girl. Displayed signs of a return to form last week, but up against it in this company. In 4, Ballymac Bruno, trained by Anthony Rooney for Gerard Barrett and Paul Barrett. This is the son of Rio Ricardo and Ballymac Pepes. He's won 1 win from 9 starts. 5, the Easter Cup champion, Moby Gamble, trained by Larry Dunn for Cathal Monowela, a son of Spire Nikita and Chica Cheetah. Brilliant pace. He's a top-class tracker. I think he'll take all the beating. And finally, trap 6, I've had it owned and trained by Des Foran in Dublin, son of Larkill Jones, Springtown Charm. 8 wins from 31 starts, flying early pace, well drawn, but another that needs a little bit of luck. Runners now in traps for the second semi-final of the Egan Hospitality 525. The hot favourite in 5, Moby Gamble at 4 to 6. The hare coming around the final corner, up behind traps. And away they go, and first to show, well, it's a level enough start. Number 2 now, Smoking Ban, showing good pace on the inside. Is he going to take it up around the corner? He does, takes it up around the corner. From number 6, I've Had It. Back in third is number 5, Moby Gamble, but it's number 2, Smoking Ban, leads into the third bend with number 6, I've Had It. Moby Gamble trying his best to close in third, but this one's surely over. Number 2, Smoking Ban, leads from number 6, I've Had It. In third, number 5, Moby Gamble. Number 2, though, Smoking Ban, leads around the final corner. This race is over. Look at him, he'll go clear up the home straight. He wins it easily. Smoking Ban wins it. Second, number 6, I've Had It. Third, number 5, Moby Gamble, the winning time, 28.40. This dog is on fire. And the result of the second semi-final, Smoking Ban, a highly impressive winner. Second, number 6, I've Had It. And third, number 5, the favourite, Moby Gamble, the winning time, 28.40.
I'm absolutely delighted. Like he's a really good dog. He's done a couple of fast runs for me now, and I'm really happy. But he was a good dog before we got him. Like Liam Ramsbottom said, he was a really good dog, and he broke the track record for Liam. So, what more can I say? Only hopefully now I run as well in the final, you know.
The trap draw for the final of the Egan Hospitality 525 was made by Cathal Curley, and it has resulted in 1, Spinner's Choice. Trap 2, Air Force James. Smoking Ban will race from trap 3. In 4, 10 Honchos. 5, Moby Gamble. And 6, I've Had It. Smoking Ban is likely to start the favourite following the run in the semi-finals, though Moby Gamble expected to come back to his best. He's very much one to keep an eye on.
Nikita, Billie beginning to close, and hit the final bend. It's Droopy's Route and Nikita, Billie, and at the line, Nikita, Billie has won the laurels. It's victory for Nikita, Billie in the dying strides from Droopy's Route. What a flying finish by Nikita, Billie, and great delight for owner Ronan Murphy and trainer Mossy O'Connor from Kerry.
And Mossy's no stranger to success. He won his first laurels in 1990 with Ardville Bridge and was presented with the Personality of the Year award by Greyhound View and a much younger looking Michael Fortune. During the week, we took a trip to Scartleglyn in County Kerry to chat with Mossy about his greyhound career.
My first decent track dog was in 1966. He was a dog by the name of the Volca. He did 29.19 his first race, and that was when tracks were very slow. Then I had another dog, Willie Joe. I think he was the only dog that ever won 11 in a row on the old track in Cork. And then I had Adderville Bridge. He won the Laurels in 1990. He won all the heats and he broke the track record in the final. He was owned by a local man here as well, Dennis O'Sullivan, and you know, when we came home there was bonfires and he was paraded around the village, and it was really something special. Like, you know, he'd been a local dog from here, it made it special for us. It went on for weeks, and the thing about it is that would be really the big thing for me, like, was coming home with that dog, like, and meeting the people and bonfires and the lot. That will always stay in my memory. It was something very special. And then we took him to Dundalk, and he won the international in Dundalk, and he got Greyhound of the Year in 1990. He was a very good dog. Then this year we have Nikita Billie, and he was very lucky in Cork as well. He ran first in Tralee, and he won a 12-dog sweep in Tralee in the start of the year, an unraced sweep. Then we took him to Limerick, and he won a puppy stake there. Then we ran him in the St. Ledger, and he was beat short-head in the final by a very good dog, Mount Leader Ralph.
This swing, the final turn. It's desperately close. Mount Leader Ralph up towards the line. Mount Leader Ralph wins it from Nikita Billie.
Then we took Nikita Billie to Cork for the Laurels. He won the second round, and he won the semi-final. And he ran very well, and he came from behind, and we knew like that if he could get a clear run in the final, that we had a right chance. And as it worked out, he got a hit run in the final, and there was a good dog in front of him, and he came from behind him, and we were over the moon. He ran really well, and he did 28.34 in the final, and it was actually the best time for a final in the new track in Cork since the Laurel started there. So we're very happy because he's a very good dog, and we'll probably put him away now for the winter and run him next year. And he's a very, very good dog, a very honest dog. He gives his best every night, and he's able to come from behind, and he's beginning to come out the boxes a little bit better as well. So we're happy enough with him now. We also have his little brother, Slippery Bill. He won an unraced stake in Limerick, and he won a puppy stake, the Come On Leighton puppy stake in Clonmel. He's been a bit unlucky a couple of times during the year, but maybe next year, you know, there's still a lot of racing left in him, and we're expecting big things from him next year as well.
Mossy's had a long association with Father Brian Dalton, who first bought a dog from him over 30 years ago. The greyhounds and friendship continues to this day.
There's one dog, he was a very good dog last year. He had a share of injuries this year. His name is Deerfield Hill. He won the Rose of Tralee last year, and he was second in the Casco Derby, and he won the Kingdom Derby. He did 28.41 in Tralee for a 5.25, and that was equal in the track record.
And as the race towards the final bend, the favourite is in serious trouble here. That's Mount Leader Ralph, and running home, it's going to be a win here for Deerfield Hill.
Another good win we had this year was the Longford Derby. We were delighted with it. CITRATE won in the best time of the year there in 28.31. He's after a very good year, that dog, and I think he'll be a very good dog next year. He always gives his best, and he's good early pace. I have a dog that belonged to my daughter Deborah. Blue Arrow is his name, and he was second in the Rose of Tralee. He's a young dog, and he's a big dog. We left him off for a while, and he'll be back soon, and we expect a lot from him because he's very good early pace. Next year, we'd have 3 or 4 dogs we'd hope would be good enough to run them in the Derby, and you never know. So I'd really love to win the Derby, and you know, I'm hoping maybe next year, the year after, and we're looking forward to that, and it would be the one I'd really love to win.
The Shaw Hall, Mercedes Glen, Electrical, Jim Williams and the track bookmakers Munster Puppy Cup reached the semi-final stage at Clonmel last Sunday night. Val Keaveney was there.
Dogs are on parade now for the first of the semi-finals, and first in the picture we have John Joe's Dream. This clocked an impressive 29.24 last weekend. It's owned by John Davis in County Waterford and trained by Nick Turner. It's a son of Top Honcho and Lemon Holly. Next we have Centenary's Flower. This is owned and trained in 2 Mile Boris by Martin Bilson, a son of Stapler's Joe and Centenary's Dream. In the white jacket, it's Darragall Droopy. This one is trained by Philip Goff for the Houghton Syndicate in Kilmeaden, a son of Droopy's Kuel and Ballycahan Zoe. Next, for Mike Buckley in County Limerick, we have Velvet Cash, a son of Jonestown Cash and Velvet Mella. In the orange jacket, the property of Anne Baltimore of County Antrim is Showboat. a son of Sparn Nikita and West Park Limon. And finally we have Droopy's Carling, very impressive last weekend when it clocked 28.95, the fastest time of the second round. It's trained by Owen McKenna for David Miles, a son of Droopy's Vieira and Droopy's Clow. Here comes towards the final bend. Droopy's Carling is well fancied here in box 6. Here comes towards straps on their way. Droopy's Carling doesn't break well, but John Joe's Dream is out very fast. So too Velvet Cash into the opening bend. It's the red jacket of John Joe's Dream that goes on. Daragol Droopy is there, so too Velvet Cash in behind. But our leader down the back straight is John Joe's Dream by a couple of lengths now. Centenary's Flyer also seems to be at the back marker, in fact. John Joe's Dream, though, is holding on here from Daragol Droopy and Velvet Cash as they come in towards the final bend and race up towards the line. John Joe's Dream is going to be caught at the line. It's Velvet Cash that wins it. The result of the first semi-finals victory here for Velvet Cash. John Joe's Dream second, and also qualifying for next weekend's final, Droopy's Carling. The time fairly fast, 28.95. With me now is the racing manager here in Clonmel, Barry Coleman. Barry, a very important event for Clonmel.
Oh, it is indeed. It's our second biggest stake. It's back after 4 or 5 years, as you say. We're delighted to have it back since we opened this time 12 months ago. The track has been going from strength to strength.
What about the quality of the entry for this year's stake?
Well, it seems to be very high quality, and in the first round there was a greyhound within 100-second of the track record. He's still in the stake, Droopy's Carling, so he'll be one that maybe if he pops out in the night to find, like, he could reproduce that form.
Dogs are on show now for the second of the semi-finals. And first we have Pete's Noble. It's owned by Jennifer Oakes in County Meath and trained by Oliver Braid, a winner last weekend in 29.16, a son of Pete's Boss and Stridon Cheetah. Next in the blue we have Hawkwell By, trainer Owen McKenna for David Miles of England, a son of Cool Performance and Narkina. Born at Treacy is an absentee in box 3, and so on to the black jacket of Free Light, jointly owned by Eamon and Mick Morton in County Cork, a son of Ron O'Key and Pam's Wizard. Next it's the fast finishing Lemon Honcho, owned and trained by Pauline Lennon in County Kilkenny. It won its last round in a smart time of 29.12. And finally we have Can a Bull, Mikey Power the trainer, the owner Malcolm Parrott of England, and this one is son of Knock Even Star and Trapper Lady. Our favourite here at the off is in one, that's Pete's Noble, Oliver Bray the trainer, and he doesn't break all that well. Good break by Free Light down the centre, and Lemon Honcho, a major contender as well, into the opening bend, and it's Free Light going on now in contention as well. It's Pete's Noble in behind. Pete's Noble in there with an outstanding chance. Our leader Free Light, though, by a length from Pete's Noble. Battle on for third. Hawkwell By appears to be well in contention, so too Lemon Honcho. Free Light still holding on as he turns the final bend and comes in front of the stands. It's Free Light now up towards the line, and Lemon Honcho well in contention, but it's Free Light that holds on and gaining third, Hawkwell By. The 1-2-3 from the second semi-final. An upset here, victory for Free Light, second Lemon Honcho and third Hawkwell By, the time 29.07. The top draw for the final of the 2003 Munster Puppy Cup is in 1 John Joe's Dream, 2 Hawkwell By, Lemon Honcho 3, 4 Free Light, 5 Droopy's Carling and 6 Velvet Cash. It promises to be a great final.
For quick and concise information on Greyhound form, race cards and a multitude of data, visit the new Irish Greyhound website at www.igb.ie. Next week we'll review the finals of the Newbridge Oaks, Egan Hospitality 525, the Munster Puppy Cup along with the Beamish Stout from Cork, plus the semi-finals of the Northwest Oaks from Lifford.